Hey, what's up? How are you? Hope you're doing well. My name is Chana. Welcome to my channel. It's called Chederathome, and it's about Jewish home education, whether you're homeschooling, not homeschooling. We homeschool, but I created this channel for anyone looking to add more spirituality, education, Judaism, Yiddishkeit, anything along those lines into their home. Birthdays are our personal Rosh Hashanah. What is Rosh Hashanah? That's the first day of the new month of the new year. And how much that relates to us, we have a Rosh Hashanah, a personal Rosh Hashanah, where we were born and created and brought into this world. And that's the first day of our time, our life in this world. It's at the first day of our life. It's a day where our soul shines. Just like on Rosh Hashanah, the world is shining. It's our personal Rosh Hashanah. Our soul is shining that day. I find many people back away from celebrating their birthdays, especially as we get older. Like kids, we go all out. We have birthday parties and cake, and we sing, and all that stuff. But as we get older, we kind of back away and we don't want to be the center of attention, or we just, we celebrate it introspectively, like within it's our birthday, or we'll do something small with our family. But I wanted to talk a little bit and change your mind. I want you to celebrate your birthday. It's your day. It's the day that God decided that you were needed in this world, that you have a mission, you have something to do here, and God needs you here. It's the day God decided that the world could not exist without you. I know I've seen that quote other places. I'm not sure who said that, but I've definitely seen that quote, and it is so true. God needed you in this world, and your birthday is the day that you can celebrate that you are needed here. And these tips are ages 0 through 120. Okay, so like I guess I should say 1, because we celebrate the day a baby's born, but then we celebrate so differently on a baby's first birthday. And then for the rest of your life, your birthday, celebrate it every single year, every age. So here are some tips. Tip number 1 is gather together. Gather together with family, with friends, have a celebration, have a party. Verbring. Some people call it a verbringen. Some people call it, a party. Whatever you want to call it, just gather together, celebrate together. There's strength in numbers. There is a famous teaching, and this is actually on our kiddush, on our wine that we use on Shabbos. This quote is on the wine. What a verbringen, or a gathering, can accomplish, the angel Michael cannot accomplish. So that is the first step, is just, call some friends, WhatsApp, just get everyone at your house, go to the park, meet for coffee, whatever it is, just gather together. Whenever we're looking to add more spirituality to something, like anything, a bedroom, a kitchen, our home, even like the car ride to school if you go to school, a birthday party, okay, as I'm going to be talking about, anything, you want to add spirituality to it. What we ask ourselves, what did God do to add spirituality to the world, okay? First of all, God created the world as an act of kindness. Chesed is the Hebrew word, but this world was created on kindness. And there is a teaching in the Talmud, specifically a chapter called Pirkei Avos, which translates as ethics of our fathers, and it's all about character building, dealing ethically in the world. It's just basically how we live day to day and interact with other people. So think of it like a chair, okay? The seat of the chair is the world, and then the legs of the chair, you can think of it like 3 legs, and the world balances on those 3 legs. Without these 3 pillars, society would just collapse. We would just all break down. The world would not be able to sustain itself. And these 3 pillars are Torah. Within the Torah, you think what's in the Torah is morality of the world, okay? It's the 10 Commandments. It says don't steal, don't kill, don't lie. The second pillar is tefillah, which translates as prayer. And the third pillar is tzedakah, acts of kindness. So that brings me to tip number 2, which is adding those 3 pillars that the world stands on to your birthday party. So tzedakah, giving everyone at your gathering, at your party, a penny, and handing around the pushka for everybody, the tzedakah box for everybody to put in a penny. Simple thing that you can do to add one of those pillars and add more spirituality to a birthday party. Giving tzedakah, putting a penny in the tzedakah box, it makes a profound impression on children, and even adults get touched by that. Prayer is the second pillar, and what I do with my children is I had my daughter give a blessing to everybody. When we have our own family party, I have her go around to each person and give them an individual blessing, but when we had her party today, there were so many people, I just had her give one, collective blessing to everybody. And they can also give a blessing back, depending how many people, how much time you want to spend on it. But adding prayer into your gathering, into your birthday party, every single age, okay? Every age. It's a Jewish teaching that we have that's been passed along. It's also written out in Ethics of Our Fathers in Pirkei Avos. And it says, never underestimate the power of a simple blessing by an ordinary person. And how much more so on a person's personal Rosh Hashanah where their soul is shining. And it makes you so much more extraordinary. But even if it's not specifically your birthday and you're having a party, like today technically was not my daughter's birthday, but we still had her party, everyone's soul shines. And even though it's an ordinary day and it was a simple blessing, never underestimate the power of a blessing by an ordinary person. And really nobody's ordinary. So how much more so is your blessing to others? That much more powerful. The third pillar is Torah, words of Torah. Okay, so what does that look like for a children's birthday? Is we say these 12 Pesukim, okay, it's called 12 verses. This is a campaign from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. He picked 12 verses from all different parts of the Torah in all different places, and he specifically said everybody starting from a very young age, specifically for children, but everything we teach our children comes right back to us. So we teach it to our children, but in turn we learn it ourselves. We teach these 12 verses to our children to memorize so that there's always words of Torah on their lips wherever they go. And at birthday parties, we have our children say these 12 Pesukim together, these 12 verses. So if you wanted to go that route, you can do that route. I can post links below to where you can find the verses. You can learn something from any, Torah book or any book, and then share it with your friends. Depending on the age of your child, you can share a story, Jewish story. I have this really good book. It's by Hachai Publishing. It's called Happy Birthday to Me. And it's a very light, fun book for young kids. And I'll post links below to that if you want to see what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'll read that at their birthday parties. It's a really nice, light book about a Jewish birthday, a girl that has a birthday party and they made a surprise party for her. I would recommend when you share words of Torah that you would use the word God or Hashem somewhere in those words, just to get yourself looking upwards, okay? And bringing God into your birthday party. You're welcoming God's presence into your birthday party. This brings me to my last tip, tip number 3. There's 150 chapters in the book of Psalms. You have your own psalm corresponding to your age. For example, my daughter is 8, so she just entered her 9th year of life, so she would say chapter 9, the 9th chapter. I know my husband says our Tehillims, like he'll say all of our kids' Tehillims every day, and my Tehillim. But yeah, just to connect to that psalm, that's your psalm. That's for you. God created that psalm for you for just this year. And you have 1 year to say it and to study it. I mean, you really could do it at any time, but this is the time that that psalm shines in your life. There is another teaching, it's a Hasidic teaching that says if we only knew the power of the words of Tehillim, we would recite them constantly. And sometimes when I say Tehillim, I do feel that. I feel like I could just keep going and going. I just want to like disconnect from the world and just be engrossed in, the words of Tehillim. But obviously we live in the world. We can't, we're not supposed to live on a mountain somewhere and be spiritual. We're supposed to be in the world, but we can add spirituality to the day by taking the time to say a chapter of Psalms, of Tehillim. Also, I just wanted to say, don't get overwhelmed by the Hebrew if it's a particularly long psalm. You can say the words of Tehillim in any language. God speaks every single language. God accepts all prayers, all words of Tehillim. This is also a big, big Hasidic teaching. Words from the heart is more precious to God than just saying the words and not understanding and not having feeling and not having what's called kavana, like a concentration. I'm going to wrap this video up right now. A birthday is a time to celebrate, connect to God, reflect inwardly, think about your purpose, think about your mission. It's like a Rosh Hashanah. You're thinking about your past year, where you're going, how you're doing, and just connect and grow. It's your Rosh Hashanah. It's your day. I have so much to say and so much to share, but I'm going to stop right here. So anyway, connect with me, please. I love talking to you guys. You are all so wonderful. I love your comments. I love everything you all have to say. So connect with me. And I will be back up on YouTube next Tuesday. I'll share another video. Bye-bye.